The goal is to hit a home run against cancer. The Louisville Bats have generously dedicated an entire night at Slugger Field in the fight against cancer. By this I mean multiple activities will be done there, and in particular at the event the ball players are going to be wearing superhero shirts that will be signed and then auctioned off to provide money to support the Krista Loyd Resource Center. And this resource center, which is right behind me on the other side, provides one of a kind support services for our patients and their families. And so before we go on, I just want to take a moment to thank the Louisville Bats for their support. So if I can get a round of applause.
We're so happy from our organizational standpoint of working with you guys and looking forward to what will be a great evening on Saturday night. But also, on a personal note, would like to say thank you to the Brown Cancer Center. You guys have a special place in my heart, my family's heart. We've all been touched by cancer. My wife was a former patient here, and the quality of care that she received from you guys, I mean, just unbelievable. So it made that whole experience so much easier to deal with, and once again, thank you very much from my heart. On to what we're doing for you guys on Saturday night. First of all, we will be playing the Lehigh Valley IronPigs, great minor league baseball name. And game time will be 6:30. We'll open the doors at 5 o'clock, and it's our second of our Marvel's Superhero Night. I'm excited because we are honored today to bring to you a runway model that we were able to secure out of Europe, who's come here to model the jersey for you. And if we could at this time have our model come in straight from Paris. We will have a cancer screening event going on our concourse throughout the night with your fine doctors there providing the screening, so our fans can have the opportunity to stop by and be screened by your professionals.
These folks that are in the white coats here today work diligently and sometimes silently to make a difference in individuals' lives every day. That is, that's part of my inspiration. I think of all of our collective inspiration of why we show up every day. And I think it's great when an organization like the Bats recognizes that and wants to partner with us. So I really, really deeply appreciate not only the work that all these folks do, but your recognition of it. So thank you.
Many of you know this, but Kentucky is ground zero in the fight against cancer. We have the highest rate of cancer-related deaths in the country. And our mission here at the Brown Cancer Center is to reduce the cancer-related death rate, to end cancer once and for all, not just here in Louisville, not just here in Kentucky, but worldwide. How are we doing this? Well, we're providing and conducting the most advanced clinical trials available anywhere in the world. We're doing experiments that develop new cancer drugs that have never been tested in humans before. We're operating multidisciplinary clinics that have super subspecialists who do no cancer but one cancer. That's all they specialize. We have doctors who only specialize in breast cancer. We have doctors who only specialize in lung cancer. And this means our patients get the very best care. We have programs to increase prevention efforts and outreach programs for our citizens to reduce the development of cancer. And most importantly, we're educating the next generation of cancer scientists and cancer doctors. We're very proud of the fact that we are one of the few centers in the world that does cell-based immunotherapies. We have patients coming from across the world, across the country, to come here to get their treatments. Raymond's daughter lost her fight to non-small cell lung cancer here at the Brown Cancer Center about 10 to 15 years ago now. And when that happened, Raymond decided to donate over $1 million to found the Krista Loyd Resource Center. And those funds were used to support our patients in ways that we could not otherwise support them. We couldn't get the health insurance industry, the pharmaceutical industry to provide the type of support that they needed. And that type of support is outside of the norm. Things like transportation to the cancer center for their treatments, Raymond helped us with. Housing for patients who were getting treatments in the hospital, as well as housing for their families so that they could be close by. Food. support programs, wigs for patients who lost their hair. The list goes on and on and on. And that gift meant that we created the Krista Loyd Resource Center, and it's still here over 10 to 15 years later, and we now raise money, and today and this weekend we'll be raising money with Louisville Bats to support that program that we think is so important for our cancer patients. Krista Loyd was a patient of mine here, a patient of Dr. Miller's here, and was one of the most wonderful human beings I've ever met in my life. One of the things that will stick with me for the rest of my life and what drives me when I get up in the morning is a picture I have of her and me. I'm in my nice clean white coat, and she's in a t-shirt that says, I hope they get this on TV, "Cancer sucks." And it was a wonderful t-shirt, and it put it all together. And I just want to take one last moment before we finish up here to thank Raymond Lloyd for his support.